Dylan Dennis got jumped at UFC 322 by T. Makhachev at Madison Square Garden in New York City. Some people looked at that as a joyous occasion because Dennis talks a lot of shit. Others looked at it like a bunch of foreigners attacking an American on U.S. soil.
That's fucking illegal.
A bunch of guys jumping a person would be illegal under New York state law.
What, you gonna do something about it?
The mayor of New York City, Eric Adams, says he's gonna. These assaults at Madison Square Garden are completely unacceptable. The NYPD is already conducting a full investigation and everyone responsible will be held accountable. Some of the people responsible include current UFC fighter Chonko, former UFC fighter Omari Akhmadov, former UFC fighter and cousin to Khabib Nurmagomedov, Abu Bakr Nurmagomedov. Everything is on video, and these guys afterwards are joking and bragging about it, incriminating themselves because they didn't fear any punishment or expect any punishment or care if they got any punishment. As far as what that punishment may be, maybe they're not allowed into the U.S. anymore. It would be detrimental for Chonko, who's on the UFC roster and is very popular, even though he hasn't even fought in the UFC. But you don't need to fight in America to fight in the UFC. The UFC got so many international shows, they can fight elsewhere. Shara Bullet Magomedov never fights in the United States because his eye issues and sanctioning, so Chonko could fight overseas, but the UFC with their connections with Trump and the government and the influence they got now can probably circumvent any issues like that. Before it was thought that Hamzat could not fight in the US, but if that was an issue, the UFC dealt with that issue. They cleared that issue because he fought there this year in Chicago and he won the belt. Some reactions, if no one got seriously hurt, then just let it be a part of the show. US fans love it. Did they just start this investigation or has it been going on since it happened? It's been almost 2 weeks. He can't control his city, but he wants to get involved inside the UFC problems. Okay, Dylan disrespected the Dagestanis, but Dagestani started the brawl. The doggies gotta chill. Settle the issues in the gym or the octagon. Don't get yourself suspended. Held responsible, most of the men involved have left the country. I wouldn't be shocked if they somehow arrest Dylan Dennis for getting beat up. It's an interesting point because Dana White was saying that the police were asking if they want to arrest Dylan Dennis, have them press charges on him. Technically, he's the victim of assault. He gets his ass kicked and the police are trying to have him arrested.
So they called me from downstairs and they said, we got him down here. Do you want to press charges and have him arrested? And I said, no, we don't want to press charges. This is the fight business, man. You know how I feel about this shit. And I could have prevented this tonight, and I messed up.
Yeah. Anyone else get arrested or anything like that in the fall?
Not that I'm aware of, no. Okay. We're not pressing charges. I'm not speaking for MSG or anybody else that was involved in this thing. I don't know, but we, the UFC, are not pressing charges against anybody.
It's a little bit dangerous. In 5 seconds, I just boom, you know. It's like automatically, you know, I cannot control myself first 5-10 seconds. That's why it's a little bit dangerous. In 5 seconds, I just boom.
Things can change pretty quickly in the sport. Sean Brady earlier this year was on a high after tapping out Leon Edwards. Now he just got stopped by Michael Morales in the first round and is considering dropping down to 155, which is something most people did not expect to hear. He walks around like 195 pounds.
I might try to go to 55. So there's a lot of like good ass matchups at 55 that are potentially there, but it also depends on what they want to give me at 170. So
that's how Sean Brady looks, making 170 pounds. People don't seem too positive about Brady's potential move down to 155. This is how Sean Brady is going to look at 155, is one person's opinion. Have you guys seen the back on this guy? He's not making 155. If he somehow does, he's going to look as bad as when Hooker did when he went down to 145. Dumb as F, he already has a sus chin and he's too stocky. It is a 15-pound drop from 170 to 155. A recent 15-pound drop from 185 to 170 was Hermanson, who made that drop to fight Miktabik Orolbai and got knocked out. Hermanson got knocked out by Gregory Rodriguez at 185, decided to drop down to 170, then also got knocked out there in the first round. So being further susceptible to KOs, cutting that much weight is also a concern for Sean Brady. He talks about 155 having good matchups for him. Topuria Brady, Sarukian Brady, Oliveira Brady, Holloway Brady, Gaethje Brady, Pimblett Brady, Hooker Brady, Gamrot Brady, BSD Brady, Fazeev Brady, Moicano Brady, Chandler Brady, Dariush Brady, Dawson Brady, Rufi Brady, Bahamundes Brady. He said he only fought once at 160. No way he's going to make 155 with the type of weightlifting he does. No way he makes 155. This is a good idea if he can make 155. He should. He's too stocky for 170. This will be so good for his chin. I don't know if it's a 170 problem. Brady's had no problems at welterweight. The issue is he fought Michael Morales. It may not be a welterweight problem. It may just be a Michael Morales problem. Stylistically, he's just a bad matchup for Brady. Stylistically, maybe he's a bad matchup for everyone. That's why he's undefeated right now. That being said, if it's possible for Brady to make 155 in a healthy way, there's some interesting matchups down there for him.
You thought you was rich? Give us everything you have. And I was like, wow. Now was the time I was supposed to have the money. Somebody dropped the ball. My accountant goes, hey, Mike, we just saw the Jake Paul money. What
Someone
did
dropped
you
the ball.
mean you just saw it?
Someone
It's
dropped the
been there. Somebody dropped the ball, bro. I owe everything to them. I'm ready to sell everything, take all of it out of the bank, hide it, either go to prison for a little bit or just get off the grid.
No trash talk, just facts. Ian Gary lost to me when I was injured. Hasn't finished anyone in the last 6 fights, and Prates nearly stopped him. Doesn't sound like a #1 contender to me. That's what Shavkat Rakhmonov says. Welterweight's interesting. You got 5 guys who could be fighting for the belt, including a guy who's ranked number 8. Then you got a guy from another division also who could possibly contend for the belt if he really pushed for it.
Did you see when he fight King Green? He hit King Green, drop him, and choke him out.
Who is King Green?
Okay,
To be honest,
tell me.
Bobby Green is a not high-level fighter. Send him to Dagestan 2-3 years.
One. In the beginning. In the beginning. Yeah. In the
Listen properly.
in the beginning. Yeah. In the beginning. In the beginning. In the beginning.
After winning in August and November, Kaldokis would like to fight in March or April against either Izzy, Robert Whittaker, Paulo Costa, or Vittori. Costa and Vittori will be more realistic. The guy had 2 fights this year, 43 seconds and 50 seconds. Anato Moicano accepts Dan Hooker's challenge to fight him. Carlos Prates thinks Usman is the GOAT of the welterweight division. Same thing Dana White says. A lot of people think it's GSP. 9 title defenses for GSP, 5 for Usman. But Usman's still fighting. Maybe he fights Makhachev, wins the belt back, and goes on a crazy run and ends the debate.
I'm still coming, and I'm coming all night long, T-Wood. Please don't back up.
Outside of DC, you've got the best tits. You know, that counts for something. Oh, they are nice tits. Oh, Jesus.
I know the Jewish people love the money, but we Chechen people love to take the money. You know, like,
I
beat somebody, take the money, or kill somebody. No.
Oh my gosh.
UFC looking to have Waldo Cortes-Acosta fight UFC 323 December 6. Josh Hokett says, add another O and I'll fight him tomorrow. He's on that Contender Series 10K contract. Another O would be $100,000. I think the UFC's happy with paying him 10K, so they'll probably decline.
He sent me a check for $10,000.
I can understand if a person is from that region, but if you're American, why would you voluntarily go visit a person who's sanctioned by the U.S. for gross human rights violations? I don't get it. Jones endorses a war criminal. Nice. If they knew John was a closeted gay man, he would disappear. Like, comment, subscribe, and share. Donate via Super Thanks and a link on the main page. Until next time, thanks for watching.